before I get into this, the woman this happened to still checks every wall and vent in any rental she stays in now. She woke up at 3 a.m. to breathing on the other side of her bedroom wall, not outside. Inside a wall that, according to the floor plan, wasn't supposed to have any space behind it at all. Let me back up. This happened to a woman in her late 20s, traveling alone for a work conference in a city she'd never visited. She booked a small, highly rated Airbnb, a converted studio on the second floor of an older building. Over 200 reviews, almost all 5 stars. Nothing raised any red flags. She checked in around 8 p.m., exhausted from travel. Just a lockbox, standard for these rentals. The apartment matched the photos exactly. Small but clean. A queen bed against one wall. A tiny kitchenette. She unpacked, ate, prepped for her conference, and went to bed around 11:30. Fell asleep faster than expected in an unfamiliar place. Around 3 a.m., she woke up suddenly, the way you do when something specific pulls you out of sleep. She lay there, trying to figure out what had woken her. Then she heard it. Breathing. Slow, steady, coming from the wall right behind her headboard. At first, she assumed it was a neighboring apartment. Thin walls, someone snoring loudly. But the sound wasn't muffled the way sound through a wall usually is. It was close, clear, like whoever was breathing had their face pressed right up against the other side, inches from her head. She didn't move for almost a full minute, listening, telling herself there had to be an explanation. Then the breathing stopped, and she heard something worse, a faint scratching sound, low against the wall, like fingernails, dragging slowly across drywall from the other side. She grabbed her phone and got out of bed immediately, moving to the far side of the room. She turned on every light and sat on the floor by the door, too afraid to go near that wall again. She pulled up the building's floor plan from the listing, trying to make sense of it. According to the layout, that wall backed directly onto the exterior of the building. No adjoining apartment, no hallway, no shared wall with any other unit. Nothing should have been there at all. She stayed awake until sunrise, then packed her things and left, cutting her trip short for a hotel instead. But before checking out, she did something she says she regrets. Curiosity got the better of her. She pressed her ear to that same wall in the daylight, just to see. She heard breathing again, immediately. Still slow, still steady, like whoever or whatever had been there the entire time, waiting. She left within minutes and messaged the host from her hotel, asking directly if there was a crawl space or sealed area behind that wall. The host took 6 hours to respond. When they finally did, the message was short. They said the space behind that wall had been sealed off years ago by the previous owner, and the current owner had never had it inspected since buying the property. She asked if anyone could be inside it. The host never responded again. She left an honest review describing exactly what happened. Within a week, the entire listing had disappeared from the platform. No explanation, no response. Just gone, like it had never existed. To this day, she has no idea what or who was on the other side of that wall. She still books rentals for work, but now, before she even unpacks, she checks every wall, every vent, every mirror for anything that doesn't add up, because now she knows. Some places you rent were never actually empty to begin with.